staring into Doug's sky blue eyes, periodically jostled by the clickety-clack of the train. I wonder what my father would think. I doubt he would approve of me sitting in the lap of this man I met just an hour ago, but I am thrilled. It's been 2 years since the car accident that left me paralyzed and using this wheelchair, killing my sexual self-esteem. My biggest fear is that no man will ever want me. But here I am, in the lap of a gorgeous blonde. My BFF Laura and I are 20-year-old college students returning home to towns just north of New York City from a weekend in Boston. We get on the club car, and these two guys sit opposite us, and Doug is tall and tan. He's wearing a pink button-down Oxford shirt and khakis. I mean, the ultimate preppy, but he carries it off like Robert Redford in The Great Gatsby. His friend is more John C. Reilly from Talladega Nights. Doug introduces he and Ralph and says, "Can we buy you ladies a drink?" A tempting offer, but I think of my father's many frequent warnings about do not accept drinks from strange men. And, they're about 10 years older than we are, so we probably shouldn't. But another part of me thinks, hell yeah! Bernie's not that old. He is cute. We are poor college students. We're in a club car, crowded with people. What could possibly happen? Yes, we'd love a drink. We start chatting and trading jokes and flashing eyes. And when I say we, I mean Doug and I, because we are in this vortex of attraction, engaged in mutual, full-on flirting. And inside I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't believe he likes me. But Doug doesn't know about the wheelchair, because when I got on the train, I transferred to a regular seat and the conductor took it away somewhere. But then about 10 minutes later, Doug says, why don't we go explore the train together? And my heart thrills at the seductive tone, but then I want to puke because now I have to tell him about the wheelchair, and this beautiful, flirtatious interlude will come to an end. I use a wheelchair, so I can't walk on the train. He just smiles and shrugs and says, I was hoping to get you alone, but I guess this will have to do instead. And then he reaches forward, picks me up in his arms, and brings me into his lap. Hence my thought, ooh, I wonder what my father would think of this. I mean, I am rather helpless in his clutches, being paralyzed and all. But hey, we're in a crowded club car with tons of people. What could happen? Besides, it feels so good. Nobody has held me since the accident. We gaze at each other and smile and stare a lot. Laura's giving me these bug-eyed looks like, what are you doing? And I just ignore them fully. And then suddenly, as we go through this long, dark train tunnel, and the lights go out in the car, and it is now totally pitch black inside and out. I can't see anybody. It's spooky. I can't even see Doug. But I can feel his lips on mine. Soft, tender lips. Persuading me to respond in kind. Dad would definitely not approve of this. But it's dark. Nobody can see us. So I go for it. The heat between us builds. The darkness heightens everything, making it secret, dangerous, and daring. Doug gently guides one of my hands to his waistband to show me his enthusiasm for the moment. I know he wants me to give him the tug of love. This is crazy. I'm in a crowded club car. The lights can come on any minute. But the darkness feels like a cocoon. Doug's hands are sliding up my back, and he's massaging my neck, encouraging me to caress him. And then I think, what the hell? And then he says, before I can take action, you wouldn't dare. Oh, wouldn't I? Naughty squeezing ensues. Now we are burst out laughing at our audaciousness. We feel plucky, bold, even superior, right up until the lights come back on. Mid-tug. Before Doug's train can come into the station. My vision rudely restored, I see Ralph's shoulders are rubbing up against Doug's. Laura's knees are hitting his. There's a strange man standing right next to me, holding on to the seat to stabilize him, wiping his face with his other hand. I just blush deep red, and if I had a hand free, I would have slapped myself for my stupidity. And then Doug and I burst out laughing again, and I lean forward to give him some cover while he straightens his pants out. Then he picks me up, puts me back in my seat with eyes dancing, and gets us more drinks. Well, we get to the Laura stop as one before mine, and as soon as she's off the train, Doug says, come into the city with us. We'll party all night. It'll be great. And I think, oh my God. A night in the city with this handsome man who lives in New York could show me the town. This could be the night of my life. Think of the story I'll have to tell Laura. I open my mouth to say yes. And then I remember my ride waiting for me at my stop. Doug and Ralph say, blow off! I'm like, I can't do that. Yes, you can. Do it. I can't. It's my father. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, no, yeah, we're not going to blow up your old dad. So my train pulls into the stop. Our car stops right in front of my Marine father, who's standing tall, shoulders back, scanning the train for his little girl. Ralph lugs my wheelchair off, sets it up next to my father. Doug carries me off the train in his arms, plops me in my chair, shakes my dad's hand, kisses me, and says, I'll call you, and jumps back on the train. As I watch Doug disappear, I am so grateful that he made me feel like a woman again and burst my fear that no man would ever want me. And then I turn to face my father to receive his reaction. He gives me a good long look. That must have been some ride. Good for you.